even when they might not. You make it happen, and for that, we thank you. Benjamin Moore wants to thank painters everywhere for putting love into your work and making homeowners happy. Whether you're a pro or a happy homeowner, everything you need for your next project is waiting for you at your local independently owned Benjamin Moore retailer. Find the one nearest you at benjaminmoore.com. Benjamin Moore. See the love. Protecting your most valuable data, family photos or videos, important business documents, that's crucial. Just ask anyone who's lost everything on their computer from a hard drive failure, ransomware. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's a matter of when. Your computer, your phone, or tablet is dropped or stolen, it's put your critical data at risk. That's why we looked at iDrive Backup. iDrive is providing safe and secure cloud backup. With iDrive, you can back up everything you've got, PCs, Macs, and mobile devices in one account. iDrive is simple to use, it's affordable, uses strong encryption to safeguard your data. No wonder PC Magazine has given them their best backup solution for 2021. Once again, that's the Editor's Choice Award for the 7th year in a row. iDrive plans start at just $7 a month, but if you sign up today for a limited time, you'll get 90% off using the promo code LEO. It's the best in the business, iDrive.com. No one comes close. And now 90% off for your whole first year. iDrive.com. More and more parents are exploring homeschooling. If not in your own family, you probably still know someone who is. You need to check out Acellus Power Homeschool. Power Homeschool is the official program offered by Acellus for parents homeschooling their children. At powerhomeschool.org, you'll see how this program keeps parents in control of their children's education by offering online courses right in your home, taught by some of America's greatest teachers. It's a way to keep your students learning at grade level while allowing for more parental influence and involvement. Parents are reporting that it is especially effective for struggling students and students with learning disabilities. This is because Acellus is a homeschool learning accelerator. If you're going to homeschool, you will still be responsible to get your students to spend time studying every day. But with Acellus Power Homeschool, they can get a quality education studying at home. It's not too late for the fall school season. Check out Acellus Power Homeschool right now, your affordable homeschool solution. Learn more at powerhomeschool.org. That's powerhomeschool.org. Tonight at 8, L.A. County Sheriff Alex Villanueva, Unscripted.
I'm being cheered on by the people in the high desert because of illegal growth. I'm being cheered on by the people in Venice, people on Old Bear Street. Everyone was impacted by homeless throughout L.A. County.
What's the sheriff going to talk about? Who is he going to talk about?
The least of the party want to see me resign or be disappointed.
KFI gives the mic to L.A. County Sheriff Alex Villanueva tonight at 8 on KFI. Thank you for letting me be your tech guy. I appreciate it. Leo Laporte, the tech guy. Every weekend we get here and we talk about all sorts of technical stuff, and I hope you like the show. I appreciate you listening. Thanks so much to Professor Laura, our musical director. She does such a good job of keeping all the things flowing and musically going. Thanks to Heather Hammond, who filled in this week for Kim Schaffer. Kim will be back next week. It's great to see you again. Heather, thanks, of course, mostly to all of you who listen. We really appreciate it. It's nice, to get to do a job that you enjoy. It's not really work, it's just fun. I really appreciate it. Couldn't do it if you didn't listen, so thank you. Victor, next on the phone from Columbia, South Carolina. Hello, Victor.
Hello, Leo. It's great to talk to you again.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I have called twice before. One time you could help me, one time you could not, so this is the tiebreaker.
I'm 1 for 1. All right, 1 for 2. What do we got here?
1 for 2, yeah. Okay, I bought a OnePlus 8 Pro bought it used from Swapper. It was the model. I can't think of the model now. It's 2025. IM 2025.
Yep.
It was everything that the seller is, has 1,700 sales and 100% rated.
Okay.
The phone was listed as unlocked. I was looking for an unlocked phone, and the phone is unlocked. But the way it was unlocked was by unlocking the bootloader.
Hey, the vault.
I'm already not feeling good.
Okay.
So I'm assuming, I thought it was unlocked from the factory. I shouldn't have made that assumption.
No. So Swappa, I should explain what Swappa is. Swappa is a company that people go to with their used devices. When you want to get the OnePlus 9, you sell your OnePlus 8 to Swappa, and they give you money, and then they go on and resell it. So Swappa is well rated. That doesn't mean the person who owns it well rated. And one of the things Swappa, like all of these companies do, is require that you as the owner unlock the phone before you send it on to them. It sounds like Swappa doesn't care or doesn't have the capability of learning how it's been unlocked, whether it was unlocked officially or in this case, and it may be the only way to unlock the OnePlus 8, I don't know, but in this case was unlocked using software to unlock the bootloader. That's not necessarily a problem. What it means is, in some ways, I think there are some Android people who say, oh, that's better, because you don't have to use OnePlus's Android. You could use another Android image on top of this, that kind of thing.
Except that I've been a OnePlus user since OnePlus 1.
You like the OnePlus One UI, yeah.
Crazy about the One.
No, I think they do a great job. So do you not have the One UI on it?
No, here's the problem. It won't take Google Pay.
Yes, that's right.
On my head.
Yeah, that's right. Because Google wants it to be secure. And so as soon as the bootloader gets unlocked, Google Pay says, well, you could have any kind of software running on there that might steal your credit cards. We don't know. So it's not certified secure. I wonder if there's a way to set it up. So when they unlocked the bootloader, they didn't take off the OnePlus UI.
No.
It's still got the OnePlus firmware. So when you unlock the bootloader, it means you can put any firmware on there you want. But the guy didn't take off the firmware. Maybe when he used it, he was using it with some other firmware that he preferred and put OnePlus's firmware back on before he sold it. That's probably what happened.
But Leo, let me say this one more time. This seller has 1,700 sales.
That's Swappa. That's Swappa, not the guy who owned it.
No. The market seller. The seller.
Oh, okay. He sold it direct to you. Okay.
Correct. Through Swappa.
So I'm wondering if there's a way that you can recertify this.
So that's the first thing I was wondering. But I wonder. So it was either it couldn't be T-Mobile, because they don't sell this particular model. This is the higher end model. T-Mobile didn't sell it.
Yeah.
Verizon did, and maybe AT&T. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But let's just say, for a hypothetical, it's from Verizon. If I relock it and it goes back to Verizon, then how do I? Then I don't have I have a Google Fi SIM in it. So what do I do? Do I have to buy a Verizon account so that I can unlock it through Verizon?
No. I think it's probably too late on this point. You are unlocked. It's not tied to any carrier at this point. Does it still show Verizon logos on it?
No, nothing. No.
Okay, you're unlocked. Nothing. Verizon, from Verizon's point of view, that phone is out of their database. So, unfortunately, I think what you're going to have to do is go beyond the unlocked bootloader to root the phone. And then I think you can, once you root it, I think you can make it work so that you can use Google Pay again. Here's what I would suggest. xda-developers.com, which is the site for people who like to root and unlock Android devices. It's incredible. It's a big forum.
I know of them. Years ago, I said, yeah.
If you search for your model number, not merely the one, the one you gave me at the end, the IM6432, whatever the model number is, you will find a thread on that model number on rooting it, on unlocking it. I would search that thread for you on how to use Google Pay. And there will be in there step-by-step to make it work. You can make it work, but I think you have to fully root it in order to do that. In other words...
That was an assumption on my part. I thought if it was unlocked, it had been rooted.
No. I mean, you understand the concept of carrier unlock. Carriers, when they sell phones, like Verizon sells a phone, they want your 2 years of membership, and they're going to keep that phone locked. Actually, Verizon unlocks it now because they lost a battle with the FTC, but That's
I think 6 months or something.
yeah. I don't want to complicate it, but yeah, they have to unlock it after 6 months.
Right.
So a carrier unlock merely says, I release this phone, you can use anybody's SIM in it. But there are further steps you can go. You can to further unlock it, like rooting it, and unlocking the bootloader. Once the bootloader is unlocked, then you can put any bootloader on there, which means you can put any image on there. But it'll need to be fully rooted before you can kind of restore it to its pristine state. I don't know, and this all has to do with OnePlus and what other protections they put in. For instance, Samsung really doesn't like you rooting their phones, so they have protections to prevent that. I don't know what OnePlus used to be completely open. I seem to remember reading that they got a lot more locked down as time went by, but I'm not sure. So is your only issue that you want to use Google Pay, or
that's my only issue? What I read was that they won't work with banking apps, but I use 2 other banking apps with Instant.
Yeah, it just depends. They don't. Again, this all comes down to the fact they don't want you to be using kind of a pirate device, because the security comes from the manufacturer. But I think you're fine. You don't have to worry about security. You just want to reassure these programs. If it's rooted, it sounds like it might be rooted. Rooted often tells these banking companies, yeah, it's a rooted phone, I'm not going to use this. And Google Pay might do the same thing. And as far as using Google Fi, shouldn't be a problem. You just get a Google Fi SIM, put it in.
No, I have it.
Oh, you're already doing that. Okay.
Yeah, and I have, because it's a dual SIM, so I have Freedom Mobile from Canada on the other.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
I love this phone. The phone, except for...
This is probably best handled by going to XDA developers. You could ask the question, but generally, the way these forums work, they're kind of snarky. Make sure you search first. I bet you somebody's already asked this question. It's already been asked and answered. XDA-developers.com. It's all very specific to the model of the phone. That's why I can't give you for sure reassurance, but it's my sense that you will be able to, with some steps, with some work, make that bankable and Google payable. Our show today thank you for the call. I appreciate it. I don't know if I get a point on that. Half a point. Still a tie. With companies going remote, employees working from home, you need a way to access your computer. You need our sponsor, Remote PC. I use it for tech support. It's a great way to access a computer when you're traveling, or get to the work computer when you're working from home. With Remote PC, you can run any program. You can access the network. You can even upload and download files. PC Magazine loves Remote PC. They gave it an excellent rating. They said Remote PC is effortless, with a simple interface and learning curve, fast performance. Users can easily transfer files between local and remote desktops. They also love the price, less than $7 a month. Gives you 10 computers. That's why it's beloved with small businesses. But I've got a better deal for you. 90% off right now for the whole first year if you go to remotepc.com and use my name, Leo. Leading tech publication Tech Radar says Remote PC is the best remote access solution around. And right now, the best is less, 90% off for your whole first year. Remotepc.com. Use my name, Leo. That's it for me, Leo Laporte, the Tech Guy. I'll be back next week. I hope you will too. Have a great geek week. Bye-bye. Protecting your most valuable data, family photos or videos, important business documents, that's crucial. Just ask anyone who's lost everything on their computer, from a hard drive failure, ransomware. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's a matter of when. Your computer, your phone, or tablet is dropped or stolen, it puts your critical data at risk. That's why we look to iDrive Backup. iDrive for providing safe and secure cloud backup. With iDrive, you can back up everything you've got, PCs, Macs, and mobile devices in one account. iDrive is simple to use, it's affordable, uses strong encryption to safeguard your data. No wonder PC Magazine has given them their best backup solution for 2021. Once again, that's the Editor's Choice Award for the 7th year in a row. iDrive plans start at just $7 a month, but if you sign up today for a limited time, you'll get 90% off using the promo code LEO. It's the best in the business, iDrive.com. No one comes close. And now 90% off for your whole first year. Just use my name, Leo. iDrive.com.
If it doesn't affect you, we're not interested.
KFI.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Don't go into the water. I'm Andrew Caravella, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Last hour, officials held a press conference discussing the latest updates on the oil spill affecting beaches in Orange County. Coast Guard spokesperson Rebecca Orr says a lot of the assessment is still going on. Wildlife officials say that dead fish and birds have started to wash up on shore. They advise people not to touch any animals that they may see affected by the spill and to contact authorities immediately. The oil has already gotten into the Talberg marshlands. Divers are on site looking at potential causes for the leak. In a press conference today, the mayor of Huntington Beach says that they believe the oil spill exceeds 126,000 gallons. Please keep tuning in to KFI for continuous updates on the oil leak in Orange County. This report brought to you by Rooter Hero. The last day of the Pacific Air Show has also been canceled because of the oil spill between Huntington Beach and Newport Beach. Huntington Beach Fire Battalion Chief Eric McCoy says more than 126,000 gallons of oil has spilled into the ocean.
Given that the spill exceeds 100,000 gallons, the Coast Guard has classified this situation in Huntington Beach and the surrounding areas as a major spill.
The oil spill was reported around 9 yesterday morning. Skimming equipment and booms were deployed to prevent the flow of oil into the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve and Huntington Beach wetlands. Beach access has also been closed from the Huntington Beach Pier to the Santa Ana River Jetty. Health officials say people should not swim, surf, or exercise by the beach because of the potential health hazards, including toxic fumes, which also threaten marine life and other wildlife. The Biden administration's infrastructure bill is still waiting to be passed. Vermont Independent Senator Bernie Sanders says some members of Congress remain unwilling to compromise.
We're going to win this thing. We're going to pass a strong infrastructure bill to rebuild our crumbling infrastructure, and we're going to pass the reconciliation bill.
He says 96% of Democrats are in favor of passing the bill. The LA Rams are currently taking on the Arizona Cardinals at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Cardinals are currently winning in the second quarter 14-10. Both teams are undefeated in the NFC West. Simi Valley will soon allow breweries, microbreweries, wineries, and distilleries in industrial areas. The City Council has introduced an ordinance to amend portions of the municipal code that permits the businesses to manufacture or make alcoholic beverages, as well as conduct product tastings, food pairings, musical entertainment, and special events. The average price of a gallon of self-serve regular gasoline in LA County has now gone up to its highest amount of the year at $4.41. The average price has gone up $1.18 since the start of the year. The average price in Orange County is $4.37 a gallon, and it is $4.36 a gallon in San Diego County. Thousands of people across the U.S. participated in rallies and marches for women's reproduction rights. The rallies and marches took place yesterday in cities across the nation, including here in L.A. The Women's March Foundation held its official march in Washington, D.C. The event was the 5th Women's March, with this year focusing on abortion rights following the Texas ban on abortion after 6 weeks, when many women aren't yet aware they're pregnant. The law, which does not provide exceptions for cases of rape or incest, allows private citizens to sue anyone who helps a woman obtain an abortion after 6 weeks, including the clinic or a person who drives the woman to the clinic. The governor of Hawaii is extending COVID-19 emergency rules.
We continue to monitor the healthcare situation in our island, but we feel it's important that we continue and extend the emergency proclamation.
That includes a statewide mask mandate and safe travels program for trans-Pacific passengers. Governor David Ige says the Delta variant crisis is getting better, but it's not yet over. Right now, we have a crash. It's cleared on the 60 in Industry.
Westbound before Crossroads Parkway. That crash now out of lanes, but you're stopped from Hacienda Boulevard. The 60 westbound after Ramona in Chino. Still have an SUV on fire after the shoulder. You're on the brakes from Euclid. In Hawthorne, the 405 northbound before El Segundo Boulevard. The stall blocks carpool lane. Things are slowed from Redondo Beach. And in Culver City, the 405 southbound before Venice Boulevard. A crash blocks the center lane. You're slowed from Wilshire. Ukaipa, the 10 westbound after Ukaipa Boulevard. Stalled big rig blocks the right lane. You're on the brakes here from Live Oak Canyon Road. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Dave Joseph.
Monday looks and feels cooler. Next.
Want the best possible price on your next car? Download the Roto app. That's RODO. Roto lets you browse thousands of vehicles from local dealers right from your phone and even offers contact-free delivery. And with Roto, there's never any haggling. The price you see is pre-negotiated and already includes every available discount. There's no hidden fees and no surprises. Just 100% transparent pricing. So for an easy car buying experience, download the Roto app now or check out roto.com. That's RODL.com.
Colleges and universities play an important role in preventing drug abuse among their students. Join the Drug Enforcement Administration and celebrate Red Ribbon Week from October 23rd through the 31st. You can plan education and prevention activities on your campus to help ensure the health and safety of our nation's college students. For more information on how you can celebrate Red Ribbon Week, visit www.campusdrugprevention.gov.
Southland weather from KFI. Partly cloudy this afternoon. Tonight will cool down with lows across the Southland in the low 50s and 60s. Tomorrow and the rest of the week is expected to have a cool down through Friday all over the Southland. Monday we'll have a 20% chance of showers with highs in the mid-70s to around 80 at the beaches, mid-80s for Metro LAOC, 80s and 90s in the valleys, and around 90 if you're in the Inland Empire. Right now Van Nuys 95, Palmdale 86, Seal Beach 85, and in Pomona it is 97 degrees. We lead local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Andrew Caravella.
And a very happy weekend to you. Welcome to the Rick Edelman Show here on KFI AM 640. So glad you're with me this weekend, and boy, I do have reason to be happy. Barron's just came out with their annual ranking of the nation's top independent financial advisors, and once again, Edelman Financial Engines has been ranked the #1 firm in the nation. The Barron's ranking is based on assets under management, technology spending, staff diversity, succession planning, and other metrics. It is a real honor to once again be ranked by Barron's. They've been doing this for 6 years, and we are very thrilled to be the #1 ranked firm in the country. The thing that we find really interesting is that Barron's has updated the criteria for making its analysis on an annual basis. They now have staff diversity and succession planning on their list of criteria. These are both really terrific. Staff diversity doesn't need any explanation, but the succession planning, you might not fully understand what that is or why it matters. Here's what it comes down to. You have a financial advisor. Got a simple question for you. What happens to you if your advisor quits, retires, dies, goes on vacation? What happens to you? The FCC strongly encourages firms to have a succession plan in place, but industry surveys routinely show that a large number of financial advisors haven't done this. They have no succession plan. Many advisors work independently. They're, a mom and pop shop, so to speak. They have a practice all by themselves, or maybe with one other partner or colleague in the firm. What happens to you if your planner isn't available? What happens to you if your planner isn't available for the rest of your life because they're suddenly hospitalized or they retire or suddenly become disabled or what have you? The importance of succession is vital. You need to know that if there's a need for you to reach your advisor, there's somebody there for you to call, somebody there to receive your email, somebody who will respond to your needs at the very moment you need it. Because with, your dumb luck, the market's going to crash while your advisor's on vacation in a remote island and not able to respond to your needs. So succession planning really matters. So while you're busy working with your advisor on your succession plan, meaning your retirement, your estate plan, talk with your advisor about theirs. One of the things we pride ourselves on here at Edelman Financial Engines is the issue of succession and the value that we think we deliver to our clients, having 340 or so financial advisors all around the country. Well, that gives a whole lot of confidence to us, and I think therefore to our clients, that if something happens to Harvey, Joan is readily available to step right in. And because we operate as a team in our practice, the investment management strategy, the financial planning philosophies are uniform. Each of our advisors knows exactly how the money is being managed for our clients. We understand the basis for it, we know the investments very well, the portfolio is extremely in depth, and we understand the financial planning strategies that we're using for mortgages and homeownership, college planning, retirement planning, estate planning, and so on, to provide a seamless transition for our clients in the inevitability that a planner becomes unavailable.
It has been our saddest experience over the last 36 years that we've had a few of our financial planners pass away. We've had several retire. We've had a number simply depart. And, well, that has been an ability for us to demonstrate to the clients of our liberals advisors that we're able to continue taking care of them seamlessly without any disruption. You need to know that you have that ability with your planner too. And it's an important criteria, so much so that it's now one of the criteria in the Barron's ranking of the nation's top financial advisors. One of the other reasons I think that we are highly regarded in the financial services industry is because of our forward-looking perspective. We spend a lot of time not merely evaluating what's going on, but trying to anticipate what's going to be going on in the future. We want to position your money so that it is designed for success in the future. Investing is not about the present. It's certainly not about the past. Unfortunately, so many people persist in investing based on past performance. We instead tend to look toward the future. And there's no question that one of the biggest conversations regarding the future of money is digital assets, Bitcoin, and the entire ecosystem surrounding it. The new study just was released this past week from Fidelity, their digital assets division, and they discovered that nearly 8 in 10 investors now believe that digital assets have a place in a portfolio. 9 in 10 find digital assets appealing. And the most appealing attribute? Well, as you would imagine, the high potential upside. And more than half of the institutional investors surveyed by Fidelity say that they're already invested in digital assets. Overall, 33% of U.S. investors own Bitcoin or some other digital asset. It's even bigger penetration overseas. In Europe, more than half of investors report owning digital assets. 71% of Asian investors. But here's what's interesting. Only 3% of pension funds, only 13% of endowments currently own digital assets, suggesting that there is a lot of room to grow. But in the face of all this, while we're currently seeing widespread adoption and an increase in favorable views about this, you have to pay attention to what Gary Gensler said this week in a conference hosted by the Washington Post. Gensler is the chair of the SEC, the nation's top cop in the securities marketplace. And here is what he said about crypto. Quote, I don't think there's long-term viability for 5,000 or 6,000 private pools of money. That is an important statement. It is a clear message from the nation's top regulator that the ability for all of these coins to persist is not going to be tolerated. And we have to pay attention to this, because although Bitcoin was the first digital asset that was invented back in 2009, there are now over 11,000 different digital coins and tokens that exist. The overwhelming majority of them have no legitimate use. They are simply a speculation. One of the most egregious examples, of course, is Dogecoin, which some refer to as Dogecoin, spelled D-O-G-E, coin. And this was designed as a sheer joke. It was meant as satire on the whole Bitcoin conversation. It wasn't intended to be anything legitimate, but for some strange reason, investors have been buying Dogecoin to such a huge degree that many people have become millionaires over it. Others think it's nothing but a pump and dump scheme and is essentially doomed to ultimate failure. That is Gary Gensler's point. 5,000 or 6,000 private forms of money, that is simply something that is not sustainable. So as you continue your education about Bitcoin, blockchain, and digital assets, education and information we bring you here on this show, you need to keep in mind that there are digital assets and then there are digital assets. Same thing in the stock market, isn't it? There are some stocks that are very much worthy of you buying, representing companies that are solid, stable, permanent, clearly generating profits for investors. And then there are some fly-by-night startups
that are stocks, that are over-the-counter traded, that are simply there for promoters to make a quick buck. You need to be able to differentiate which kinds of stocks you want to own versus those you want to stay away from. And the same thing is true with digital assets. Before you invest, before you follow the hot tip of somebody in a chat room who you've never heard of, make sure you're talking with a financial advisor for guidance. Should you be investing, and if so, how and to what degree? That's what a good financial advisor can tell you. They're not just about Bitcoin and digital assets, but about every asset class. Stocks, bonds, government securities, real estate, oil and gas, natural resources, foreign securities, you name it. The key context of a diversified portfolio. And if you don't know where to find such a financial advisor who can assist you with your overall investment strategy and financial planning, well, you might want to turn to the firm that is ranked the #1 independent financial advisor in the country by value, Edelman Financial Inc. Reach us at 888-FIND-REP or visit online at rickedelman.com.
The use of trust on this program are not necessarily the views of this station. Content is for educational purposes only. Consult with a financial advisor or conduct your own due diligence if investing. Calls are pre-screened and the show was pre-recorded earlier this week. This is with Edelman Financial Engines, a part of Financial Engines Advisors, LLC, and the investment advisor that furnishes this program. Various financial advisory firms based on assets managed, team size, experience, and regulatory lack from self-monitoring. Investment returns and experience are not considered. Advisors in the Hall of Fame have given top 100 to 10 years. Future performance is not guaranteed.
My name is Victor live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Divers are on site in Orange County assessing potential causes of a massive oil leak. More than 126,000 gallons of spillage from local beaches. A Spirit Airlines flight in New Jersey had to be grounded right before takeoff after a large bird hit an engine that caused a fire. And a woman is facing charges after impersonating a member of the KKK, threatening her neighbors in a predominantly black neighborhood in Metro Atlanta. We'll take a look at what's happening on the 210 next.